Did you know that Portland, Maine now ranks as the fastest growing real estate market outside of Boston? And also, 1 in 4 people that move here relocate within a year. Today, I'm going to walk you through everything that you need to know in moving to Maine, and even talk about some things that you might not realize until after you move here. Before we get into the neighborhoods and cost of living, you need to know what the weather permits. We're in Maine after all, and if you don't like the weather, you're not going to like living here. Portland sits right outside of Casco Bay, and one thing I love about the location is the access it gives you. It's the best of both worlds. You're right on the water, and you're also a quick drive from the mountains and the lakes, which I love. Getting here is super straightforward. We're right off I-95 and Route 1, and Portland International Airport is super close. It even has direct flights out to East Coast cities, and if you're coming from Boston, you've got 2 options. It's a 2-hour drive, or you can take the train, which a lot of my clients use for weekend trips back and forth. One huge advantage of Portland's location is how accessible everything is. Besides being 2 hours from Boston, you're less than an hour from the state capital, Augusta, and even 5 hours from Montreal, Canada. It's really not too far. Now, let's talk about the seasons. Unlike most places in the country, we have all 4 seasons, and I mean real seasons. In winter, which runs December through February, you're going to expect temperatures from 30 degrees to the low teens. It is cold and we get a lot of snow, so make sure you have your pair of LL Bean boots and a good jacket. It can be a little bit colder as you get closer to the coast versus inland. Spring is transition season or mud season. You might have heard that before. March through May, that's when you start seeing more life in the city. People start waking up, going out to restaurants again, and it becomes a little bit nicer outside. So you can lose the jacket, but keep your boots. Summer is when Portland really shines. We're typically in the mid-60s to low 80s. A lot of times you don't even need air conditioning. It's a lot cooler than Boston or New York, and you're really going to enjoy walks around the Eastern Prom in Portland with that nice ocean breeze. One thing I always tell my clients is don't expect scorching heat. The ocean regulates the temperature, and a nice breeze kind of keeps things comfortable throughout the summer. And then we move on to fall, which is my favorite season. It gives you the perfect New England autumn days, September through November, typically 70s down to the 40s, gets a little cold, but you can enjoy crystal clear days with stunning foliage, which people come all over the country to see. The perfect location mixed with the perfect weather makes Portland a dream come true. After all, you're 30 minutes to some of the best beaches in New England and some of the best hiking in the mountains. Speaking of accessibility, something that surprises a lot of people is Portland's incredible food scene. Did you know that we have more restaurants per capita than almost any other city in America? But before I show you all the foodie spots in Portland, let's talk about something that all my clients ask about moving to the city. As we're seeing in 2025, Portland offers a unique value proposition, especially when looking at other major New England cities. Right now, we're looking at a medium home price of around $650,000. I know that might sound high, especially if you're coming from inland Maine, but we're actually starting to see a slight cooling in the market right now, down about 1.6% from last year. And what that means is there's great opportunities in the market right now. One thing I love about the market is the variety. You've got historic brownstones in the West End, beautiful brick buildings on Deering Street, and pretty much everything in between to fit all different price points. Homes typically spend 45 days on the market average, and we typically see 2 offers per home, which gives some buyers a little bit of negotiating room. Now let's talk about the day-to-day costs of living here. Property taxes in Portland are slightly above the national average, and for a $650,000 home, you're going to be looking at taxes around $6,800 per year. When it comes to utilities, we're pretty reasonable here. However, clients report spending between $200 to $300 a month for everything. That's your electricity, garbage, things like that. However, keep in mind in the winter, that cost will go up if you opt for snow removal or heating costs as well. Another thing to point out is the grocery expense, and it's actually pretty average here. One thing that will be helpful is because of the large farm-to-table scene here, prices for high-quality produce are pretty affordable, so you can definitely save some money there. Let's not forget about transportation. Portland is an incredibly walkable city, and most people that live in the city, they don't have a vehicle. They're able to walk everywhere they need to be. It does get a little bit cold, so keep that in mind. When it comes to driving, average gas is $3.50 a gallon, and we do have a city bus. However, it's pretty limited. It is getting better every single year. Yes, Portland's costs are higher than many parts of Maine. However, when you compare it to Boston or New York, we are significantly less than those cities, and especially when you consider we're probably $200,000 to $300,000 less per home than places in Massachusetts. Besides, many people don't consider nearby communities, just 10 to 15 minutes outside of Portland, places like South Portland, Biddeford, where homes are $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 less, while still getting all of Portland's awesome amenities. Speaking of location, that brings us to the most common question we get, which is which Portland neighborhood is right for me? Let me show you exactly what each one offers. But first, if we haven't met yet, I'm Will Van Wickler. I'm a local Portland realtor, and if you're thinking about moving to Portland, subscribe to our channel. We release videos every single week about what it's like to move to Maine and living in Portland, Maine. When it comes to Portland neighborhoods, we've got something for everybody in some really unique spots, and I'm excited to show you each one of them. Let's start with the historic West End. This is where you'll find beautiful Victorian-era homes, brick buildings, and homes that Portland is really famous for. In this neighborhood, we're typically seeing prices range from $700,000 to $1 million, but what you're getting here is architectural detail, that quintessential New England charm that everybody wants, and tree-lined streets in close proximity to downtown Portland. This is one of the most sought-after neighborhoods in the city. The East End has become the hottest area in Portland in recent years, and that's for good reason. It's because you're right near the Eastern Prom, you're still close to Portland's food scene, and we're seeing a lot of new development here. You can expect to spend $500,000 to $1.5 million on a luxury condo development. But what's most interesting is you can still find some affordable options if you're willing to look at some side streets in Portland, or maybe something that needs a little bit of TLC. Then we have downtown Portland, which is called the Old Port. Expect to spend around $475,000 as a starting point, and expect older brick buildings with lots of charm. The benefit of being in the Old Port is you are walkable to everything. However, keep in mind a lot of these condos don't have any parking. Now, if you're looking for more space and a family-friendly vibe, you'll want to check out the Deering neighborhood. It's one of the larger neighborhoods in Portland, and it's actually broken down to North Deering, Deering Center, and the Deering Highlands. Homes here typically range from $500,000 to $850,000, and you're going to get larger lots and often more square footage for your money than the city. The Back Cove area is another gem, and it's one of my favorite spots to show clients that want the perfect blend of the suburban feel, but also be coastal. There's a walking trail along Back Cove, which is about 3.5 miles, and it's great all 4 seasons. It's really nice on those summer days with the ocean breeze. And let's not forget about Munjoy Hill. This incredible neighborhood has been transformed over the years and originally was a working class area. It's now becoming one of the most desirable locations because of its excellent location. Prices here range from $600,000 to well over $1 million. However, some of these properties are even gonna have ocean views or incredible views of the city. It's much harder to find that in other places in New England. We're also seeing some exciting new development in Portland. A lot of these developments are happening on the eastern waterfront part of the city. A lot of new buildings, modern amenities, things you wouldn't expect in the old brownstones. If you're interested in new construction, definitely a place to look in Portland. Now, if you're looking for more suburban options, we've got great communities just outside of Portland proper. South Portland and Westbrook offer more space, lower price points, while keeping it a pretty easy commutable distance to Portland. You can expect to spend anywhere from $350,000 all the way up to $650,000. Homes here are typically a few $100,000 less than you would spend in Portland, offering a really great value. Now, you might be wondering what kind of jobs can support these home prices, and that brings us to another exciting aspect of Portland, and it's our growing job market. Let's talk about it. One of our biggest employment drivers is actually healthcare. Maine Medical Center, right here in the heart of Portland, is not just our largest hospital, it's actually the largest employer in the state of Maine, and they are constantly hiring, with salaries for healthcare professionals typically ranging from $60,000 to over $100,000 depending on your role. And our tech sector is absolutely booming. We're seeing more and more software companies coming here with satellite offices, and these positions usually have pretty competitive salaries, anywhere from $70,000 to well over $100,000, which is really helping our real estate market grow. Now, you can't talk about Portland's economy without talking about the marine industry. We've evolved into a major hub for aquaculture and sustainable seafood production. This sector is growing rapidly, and especially with the increasing demand for sustainably sourced seafood. One thing that's really transformed our city is the remote work trend in Portland. Since 2020, we've seen a huge influx in people who can work from home and choose Portland as the place they want to live. Think about it. You get to live in an amazing city with a great quality of life, great internet connection, and lower cost of living than places like New York or Boston. When it comes to major employers, we also have some corporate presence. Companies like TD Bank and Unum are major employers in the city of Portland and the state of Maine, and they offer very stable benefits and employment opportunities for their employees. Our service and hospitality sectors are large employers, however, salaries range from $30,000 to $40,000 typically. However, what's interesting is a lot of these employees end up creating their own business or going out on their own and being entrepreneurs in the city of Portland. Another growing sector that surprises a lot of people is outdoor recreation and the apparel industry. We've got major brands based right here, and they're continuing to expand. The industry really fits in here because we're surrounded by awesome outdoor opportunities. The city of Portland itself has a school district and also offers major employers offering stable positions with good benefits. If you're moving with kids or planning to in the future, you'll want to know about Portland's school system, and there's a couple things that might surprise you. Portland offers a mix of public, private, and charter school options with a strong emphasis on academics, art, and extracurricular activities. The Portland Public School District serves about 6,500 students across its elementary, middle, and high school. One thing that stands out is the district's commitment to diversity. Over 60 different languages are spoken within the student population, reflecting the city's vibrant and welcoming culture. Deering High School and Portland High School are two of the main public high schools. Both schools offer a variety of athletic programs, AP courses, and STEM. Portland High, one of the oldest public high schools in the country, is located right downtown, offering students easy access to internship and mentorship opportunities with local businesses and organizations. For younger students, you'll find several well-rated elementary schools such as Longfellow, Reiki, which is in the West End, both known for their strong community involvement and extracurricular programs. Waynfleet School is a top choice for private in the area, and it offers rigorous academic and extracurricular options. Charter schools like Baxter Academy for Technology and Science provide STEM-focused programs which have become increasingly popular among families moving to the area. Higher education is also a big draw here, with the University of Southern Maine offering a wide range of undergraduate and graduate programs. So if you're looking to continue your education, you can take advantage of their professional development courses. USM is a great resource right in the city, and another factor parents love is the abundance of enrichment programs available outside of the school. Think music, arts, and outdoor-focused learning. The city offers countless after-school programs, from sailing lessons at Casco Bay to STEM workshops at the Children's Museum right in Portland. The bottom line, whether you're looking for public, private, or alternative education options, Portland offers a very strong educational foundation that continues to evolve and improve. Now let's talk about our incredible lifestyle and culture. As somebody who lives and works in Portland, I can tell you, it just keeps getting better every single year. First, let's discuss something that not a lot of people know, and we have more restaurants per capita than almost any other city in America. And I'm not just talking about lobster rolls, though we have the best ones you'll ever taste. Places like 4th Street have been putting us on the culinary map for years, with newer spots like Central Provisions that keep pushing the food scene forward. One thing I love about our restaurant culture is how it blends high-end dining and casual spots. You could have an amazing meal at Eventide Oyster Company, and the next night you could go get some street food. The art scene here is just as vibrant as our food scene, with the Portland Museum of Art doing an incredible job showcasing both local and national artists. We've got the Merrill Auditorium for performances, and let me tell you, seeing a show at the State Theater or Port City Music Hall is something special. These venues bring amazing talent while maintaining that intimate Portland feel. Now, one of my favorite things about Portland is how easy it is to get outside and enjoy nature. The Eastern Promenade Trail, or Eastern Trail as the locals call it, gives you these stunning views right in the city. In the summer, you can be kayaking in Casco Bay in the morning and hiking the Four River Sanctuary at noon, and the beaches, Old Orchard Beach and Scarborough Beach, is just a quick drive away. Shopping in Portland has a great mix of old and new. The Old Port is my go-to recommendation for visitors. These cobblestone-lined streets have boutiques and artisan shops, but we also have the main mall for your typical retail needs. But what really makes our shopping scene special here are the local markets, such as the farmers markets that pop up and become a weekly gathering spot. Speaking of community, that's something that sets Portland apart. We've got the perfect blend of classic New England charm and modern urban energy. People here are genuinely friendly and engaged in the community. I've helped hundreds of families relocate here, and they often tell me how quickly they feel at home. Our events calendar here is always packed. Our First Friday art walks are fantastic. The whole downtown becomes alive. Gallery openings, street performances, everything. The Maine Lobster Festival is a huge draw, and the Portland Jazz Festival brings in amazing talent. But my personal favorite, the food festivals they host throughout the year. There's nothing quite like sampling dishes from dozens of Portland's best restaurants all in one place. I've shown you a lot of great things about Portland. However, I want to completely be honest. Like any city, Portland has its challenges too. Let me walk you through the pros and cons of living here so you can make the best decision for your move. Let's start with what people love about Portland. First, it's definitely our food scene, which I already told you about. However, we're literally talking about a city that consistently ranks among the top food destinations in the country. The variety and quality here rival cities 3 times the size. Second, our access to nature is unmatched. Where else can you be 15 minutes away from the beach, the ocean, or hop on a ferry to explore islands on your lunch break? The combination of urban amenities and natural beauty is something my clients consistently fall in love with. Third, and this is something you'll notice right away in Portland, is our sense of community. Portland has managed to maintain a small town feel despite our rapid growth, and it's because neighbors support local businesses and care about each other. But let's talk about the challenges too. Winter here is real, and I'm talking about serious cold temperatures and snow. This is December through March, and sometimes snow can even happen in April. Clients can make an adjustment, however, if you're not ready to handle winter, it's not the place for you. The cost of living is also a consideration. While we're still more affordable than Boston and New York, Portland is not cheap. You're looking at a higher than average price for a home, and finding parking downtown can both be expensive and very challenging. And yes, summer tourism can make the city very crowded, especially in the Old Port. But here's the thing, the tourism helps support our amazing restaurant and cultural attractions. So who is Portland perfect for? If you're a foodie who loves the outdoors, somebody who appreciates 4 distinct seasons, and values community over big city anonymity, you're going to love it here. It's especially great for young professionals, families looking for great schools, and anybody who wants to have the perfect balance of urban amenities and natural beauty. On the flip side, if you're looking for big city nightlife, year-round warm weather, or very affordable housing, you might want to consider other options. Portland is a small city, and while it has a lot of charm, it's not for everybody. Listen, I love helping people find out which area in Portland is right for them. Feel free to reach out, whether you're looking to move or just gathering information. I'd love to be a resource for you. All you have to do is send me an email or contact me via the link in the description down below. And hey, if you're interested in learning more about the best and worst areas to live in the Portland, Maine area, check out this video next. I rank 9 areas you should consider over 25 different towns. There's the top 3 towns, some hidden gems, and some unique areas you might not have considered. So be sure to click up here to find out more.